Hi everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name's Lizzie and I'm back! I'm filming a video. I haven't filmed a video in what feels like forever. I think it's been about 5 weeks, maybe even a little bit more. But basically I went off on holiday to Italy, had the most amazing time, came back and I'm now incredibly busy at work because I'm working towards a big qualification, so I'm just studying all the time, which is really depressing. But I finally managed to find a bit of time to film, and I've also managed to squeeze a bit of time out this weekend to do some sewing, which I haven't done any sewing in over a month either, so yeah, feeling good right now. But anyway, you may have guessed the topic of this video based on the title, and I wanted to make a video to sort of share my thought processes with you as I've kind of been working out whether I want to make my own wedding dress or not. So I got engaged back in December 2016 and I'm getting married next April, so April 2019, and I'm so excited. We actually moved the wedding forward. It was supposed to be August next year, so we've moved it forward, so now we've got like less time and things are becoming a bit more real and a bit more, not urgent, but we actually need to start doing some things for the wedding now. And of course one of the most exciting things for a bride to think about is what she's going to wear. Right from when we first got engaged, I really thought that I wanted to make my own wedding dress. But sort of all the different people I've spoken to about it have given me very different kind of responses to that. So and don't get me wrong, all my friends and family have been totally supportive, but people have said to me, oh, but you know, it's a lot of work, like you don't want to put yourself under too much stress and pressure because it's already quite stressful, you know, preparing for a wedding, etc, etc. And I was thinking, God, yeah, it's quite a lot of work. I'm not really sure if my skills are up to making a wedding dress. But then I'd speak to people in the sewing community and you guys have been amazing. Like I've been to a few, I went to the New Craft House summer party a while ago and spoke to loads of you there about it, and loads of you were saying, no, do it, you should definitely give it a go. You know, worst case, you know, it doesn't go quite right and you come up with plan B, but you know, loads of you were saying, do it, you knew X person who'd done it, X person who'd made their own dress, and yeah, you guys really got me excited about the idea that maybe I can do it. But I knew that I needed to do my research, and I really wasn't totally convinced that I did want to make my own wedding dress. So I booked an appointment at like a traditional wedding dress shop on the high street, and I went wedding dress shopping with my mum and my best friend who is my bridesmaid. Yeah, so I had the kind of traditional experience. We had a Bucks Fizz on arrival and our own like little private dressing room with a big curtain, and the lady in the shop was really great. She was really lovely and she would bring all these dresses through for me to try on. I'd try them on, I'd open the curtain for my mum and my best friend, and it was a really fun experience. And as I'd kind of suspected, I did get a bit carried away. Because you're putting on these beautiful dresses, I've never worn anything like it, of course, these big long gowns. And in the moment I was thinking, wow, yeah, like I really like this or I don't like this. And it got to the point during the wedding dress appointment where I was quite close to actually saying, I want this dress, I want to buy this dress. And there was one point where my mum looked at me and she was like, do we need to just order this dress? However, I'm really glad that I did resist and I didn't buy any dresses. I didn't order a dress that day. I had made sure in advance that this particular wedding dress shop would allow me to take photos because I really wanted to be able to go away, look at the photos, because I was also partly seeing this shopping trip as like a research trip. I wanted to work out what fabrics I like, what styles I like, with the view that I might want to make it. But I was also considering buying one as well. So anyway, I'm really glad I didn't buy one that day because I went away, looked at all the photos, and the more I looked at them, I was thinking, I just don't really look like myself. And these dresses, they're beautiful, but I don't know, they weren't quite me. I didn't feel like I looked like myself. Another kind of thought process I've been having is about the design of wedding dresses. So, and please don't let this offend anybody if any of you have worn a traditional dress, because they are beautiful and like every bride looks stunning on her big day, but all these dresses I were trying on were kind of much of a muchness. Like there wasn't very much variation on the theme. They were all they're all very similar. So most of them were sort of sweetheart neckline. Sometimes they'd have lace at the top here, sometimes they wouldn't, and then sometimes they'd have little straps, sometimes not. But generally they were sweetheart neckline, lace, and then either sort of an A-line shape or like a more of a hip hugging, what's it called, mermaid type shape. Again, don't get me wrong, beautiful dresses, but I was just kind of a bit uninspired at how samey these dresses were. And obviously these are dresses that are designed by, you know, popular wedding dress designers, so like hundreds of women a year are going to be getting married in these exact same dresses, if not more. And that just, I kind of felt like I kind of want something a bit different, really. Another point is it absolutely blows my mind that women are prepared to buy wedding dresses in the process that you have to buy them in. So it's obviously just the normal process these days that you go to a shop, you try on a sample, and then they order your size to be made specially, and then you have it altered afterwards. But it meant that I mean, I'm very slim, I do appreciate I'm quite slim, but I wear sort of in the shops like a UK size 8. All of the samples were a size 12 or 14, so all of the samples were way too big for me. And it meant that they had to obviously use these big clips at the back to clip me into these dresses. And like some of the dresses, the main detailing was on the back, but it meant that when I was trying them on, I couldn't even really see what the detailing would be like because it was all hidden in these big clips at the back. And it just blows my mind that women are prepared to buy like the most expensive dress they are ever going to buy without actually being able to try it on in their size. That just sat really uncomfortably for me, especially as the lady who was helping me, she was lovely, but she kept kind of pulling everything a bit too tight, if anything, at the back, and I sort of would say, oh, can you just like loosen that bottom clip a bit or whatever, and I would just be so terrified that it would take sort of their advice on what size I would need, but it would come and then it would be like wrong and it wouldn't fit the way I wanted to, even with alterations. Oh my god, I don't think I could bear to spend like, you know, £1,000 or more on a dress that I haven't tried on. It blows my mind. Lastly, one of the gown that I particularly ended up really liking is typical. I walked into the wedding dress shop saying, I don't want strapless and I don't want lace. What was the final dress I ended up wearing that I really, really liked? It was strapless, full lace, all the way down. But we were talking about adding some little teeny tiny straps because I just don't feel very comfortable in strapless. I'd be uncomfortable, I think. So I was wearing this quite fitted gown, it was sort of hugged the hips, and it wasn't a full-on like in and out mermaid, but it was like a very gentle mermaid shape. Really elegant, really lovely, but I couldn't really walk in it. And I mean, I want to have fun at my wedding, I want to dance, I want to be like excitable and moving around, and I don't want to be constricted by some dress where I'm like taking tiny little steps. So basically, the more I thought about it, the more I realised I don't think I want I've decided I don't want a traditional wedding dress, which is a good thing because looking at these dresses, layers upon layers of beautiful fabrics, my sewing skills just wouldn't be up for making a traditional wedding dress anyway, not to the quality of finish that I would want for my own wedding dress. So I have come to the decision that I am going to try and make my own wedding dress. And it's really scary, really exciting, but now that I've decided I don't want a traditional wedding dress, I feel so much more relaxed about it because I can design this dress to be however I want it to be. I can tailor my design to my own sewing skills. And yeah, I just think doing it myself, I'll be able to come up with a design that really feels like me and that I'm going to feel amazing in. I might not even want to get married in a dress. I might want to wear a jumpsuit. I love jumpsuits. Or like Carrie Bradshaw in Sex and the City when she eventually gets married in a suit, like I think the skirt is like a pleated skirt, I don't know, but imagine getting a really crisp, like tailored white jacket and maybe even a trouser suit. Like the possibilities are endless. It doesn't have to be an A-line lace sweetheart neck full length gown. It just doesn't have to be. And that's what I've realised. So yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how much I want to tell you about what I've got in mind because obviously I want my dress to be a surprise, but I'm even considering not having a full length dress. I always thought I'd want a full length gown because it would be kind of the one time that I would wear one of those really. I'm not really a maxi dress kind of person. But now I'm thinking, well, maybe not. Maybe I'll wear a short dress, who knows? And I have decided I do want to wear white or, you know, ivory or whatever. I did think, well, maybe I'll just go with another colour, but I do think I want that element of tradition to be there because my complexion is not one, I don't wear white very often, so it will feel quite special to wear white, and it'll be probably the only time in my life that I'll wear a white dress like that, so I do want it to be white. So now I have to start on the really fun bit, which is planning. So kind of my next steps, well, amongst all my studying, I'm not actually going to be able to make a proper start on this for a few months, but I've got a whole stack of magazines, and I'm going to be like looking for inspiration in magazines, cutting out things or taking pictures of things that I like, collecting together my ideas, doing some sketching, and then once I've come up with maybe even a couple of ideas of the type of design I would like, I'll then research patterns, and I'll start to think, okay, which patterns could I kind of maybe use the bodice of this and the skirt from this or whatever, and kind of piece them together to work out what patterns I could use or adapt. And then I'll move on to making toiles, and I do know that I will need to make probably a whole series of toiles because I want this to be the perfect fit. And yeah, there'll also need to be a lot of fabric shopping and fabric research. That's going to be key, like making sure that the fabric is suitable for my design. Yeah, so there's certainly a lot of work to do, but I'm so excited, and I really do feel kind of liberated a little bit. That sounds really dramatic, but yeah, I do feel so much better now that I've figured out I don't want a traditional wedding dress, and that's okay. Like, that's totally fine. I'm the bride, I can wear whatever I want. I can turn up in a bin bag if I really want to. Probably won't do that, but yeah. So, as I'm sure you can appreciate, I do want my wedding dress to be a surprise for everybody on the day. So I'm not going to show you too much of the design process leading up to the wedding, but I'm definitely going to try and film things so that I can show you, I can at least show you afterwards. But I may well show you snippets in between now and April if I can, if there's any bits that are... Because as I said, I'm going to be trying probably several different designs. I'm thinking I'll probably even end up making toiles for different designs. So if I go through any designs that I then scrap, I can show you those because those won't be the real things. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I would love to hear from you if any of you have made your own wedding dresses and how you found the process, where you bought your fabrics from. Just, I don't know, any hints or tips or advice would be amazing. And yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you'd like to see more of my videos, and I will keep you updated as much as I possibly can without giving it all away. But thanks for watching, guys. Bye!